By all means, marry. If you get a good wife, you'll become happy. If you get a bad one, you'll become a philosopher. Love, a temporary insanity curable by marriage. Happy is the man who finds a true friend, and far happier is he who finds the true friend in his wife. Marriage is the highest state of friendship. If happy, it lessens our cares by dividing them, at the same time that it doubles our pleasures by mutual participation. Marriage is neither heaven nor hell, it is simply purgatory. The secret of a happy marriage remains a secret. When a man steals your wife, there is no better revenge than to let him keep her. Bachelors know more about women than married men. If they didn't, they'd be married too. All men make mistakes, but married men find out about them sooner. All married couples should learn the art of battle as they should learn the art of making love. Good battle is objective and honest, never vicious or cruel. Good battle is healthy and constructive, and brings to a marriage the principles of equal partnership. Love is moral even without legal marriage, but marriage is immoral without love. One advantage of marriage is that, when you fall out of love with him or he falls out of love with you, it keeps you together until you fall in again. It is not a lack of love, but a lack of friendship that makes unhappy marriages. To keep your marriage brimming with love in the loving cup, whenever you're wrong, admit it. Whenever you're right, shut up. Keep your eyes wide open before marriage, half shut afterwards. A happy marriage is a long conversation which always seems too short. One should always be in love. That is the reason one should never marry. There is nothing nobler or more admirable than when two people who see eye to eye keep house as man and wife, confounding their enemies and delighting their friends. A good marriage would be between a blind wife and a deaf husband. Marriage resembles a pair of shears, so joined that they cannot be separated, often moving in opposite directions, yet always punishing anyone who comes between them. They dream in courtship, but in wedlock wake. If you want to sacrifice the admiration of many men for the criticism of one, go ahead, get married. The only good husbands stay bachelors. They're too considerate to get married. Marriage is not just spiritual communion, it is also remembering to take out the trash. There's only one way to have a happy marriage, and as soon as I learn what it is, I'll get married again. A successful marriage requires falling in love many times, always with the same person. Don't marry the person you think you can live with, marry only the individual you think you can't live without. I love being married. It's so great to find that one special person you want to annoy for the rest of your life. Marriage is good for those who are afraid to sleep alone at night. A journey is like marriage. The certain way to be wrong is to think you control it. I have learned that only two things are necessary to keep one's wife happy. First, let her think she's having her own way, and second, let her have it. Marriage is an attempt to solve problems together which you didn't even have when you were on your own. Married men live longer than single men, but married men are a lot more willing to die. It is a full-time job being honest one moment at a time, remembering to love, to honor, to respect. It is a practice, a discipline, worthy of every moment. Like everything which is not the involuntary result of fleeting emotion but the creation of time and will, any marriage, happy or unhappy, is infinitely more interesting than any romance, however passionate. Many a man in love with a dimple makes the mistake of marrying the whole girl. Marriage may be the closest thing to heaven or hell any of us will know on this earth. Always get married in the morning. That way if it doesn't work out, you haven't wasted the whole day. In almost every marriage, there is a selfish and an unselfish partner. A pattern is set up and soon becomes inflexible, of one person always making the demands and one person always giving way. Every good relationship, especially marriage, is based on respect. If it's not based on respect, nothing that appears to be good will last very long. Husbands are like fires, they go out when they're left unattended. It's not beauty, but fine qualities, my girl, that keep a husband. Marriage is like a cage. One sees the birds outside desperate to get in, and those inside equally desperate to get out. If you want to read about love and marriage, you've got to buy 2 separate books. All marriages are happy. It's the living together afterward that causes all the trouble. Marriage is a mistake every man should make. Where there's marriage without love, there will be love without marriage.